I digress. I'm always thinking of plants. All right, so we're going to talk now about a fabulous blush. Our caller just asked about blush, and Laura's going to say why it's so important. 15,000 of these have been sold. They are customer top rated. This is the Baked Pink Buttercream Blush and Brighten. It comes with a brush. Now, here's what you need to know. Normally, you have to buy the brush separately, and it costs $46 to get these two pieces together. Here, it's $1 more for the brush. So instead of just buying the Blush and Brighten for $31 by itself, for $32, you get the brush too.
And people collect these. My own sister's like, just give me 3 brushes. I need 3 brushes. I think people just love the way they feel, but they also keep your product sanitary. Okay, I digress. Let me tell you about Pink Buttercream, because this is something that everybody's got to hear. First of all, we haven't had this in I don't know how long. These take, like all our baked products, 6 months to make. These are handcrafted products, everybody. These are not powders. Yes, they look like a powder like you just saw. Yeah. But here's what you're getting. You're ready for this? Because this is the best way I can describe this. I'm taking my finger. You can see how creamy that looks. That's pure cream because everyone starts as a cream. And we add in color correction, but watch this magic. You see this? It comes back to life. You know why? In Baked, we go all the way to the bottom of this terracotta tile, handcrafted in Italy by true craftsmen. Yeah. And why is all that important to you in the end? Let's really break it down. Color correction. There's up to 6 color corrective pigments in every baked product that we make for your complexion. What does that mean? We know we're not one color. You've got red, you've got hyperpigmentation, right. You're sallow, but you also have a little rosacea. We give you color that actually adapts to your skin and never looks too bright, never looks too bold, but gives you just what you need. So how do you do this? Watch this. This is all you need to know. This was the perfect segue, having that caller ask about blush. Right. Beautiful, right? Alan wears our Fair in Balance and Brighten. What you're going to do is you're going to start from the top of the hairline, at the top of the ear. You're going to come along the cheekbone. Think of blush as not just adding that pop of color that makes you look youthful and young. Yes. But think of blush as also sculpting. So between that and the Baked Lace Illuminator, look what happened to her skin. It is the immediate thing to do when you don't know how to get rid of looking tired. Where else do you put it? I always like to say bring a little up into the temple. So it's like an inverted V. Nice. It brings attention to the eye. It calls a little attention away from this area. And if you're in a hurry and don't know where to put it, Miss Carolyn, Gracie, smile, put it in the apple of the cheek, and even when you're not smiling, people will think you're smiling because you know to put it just in the apple.
And that is one of the most brilliant makeup tips I've ever received is when you apply your blush, please smile. That shows you where to put it instead of in a crazy place. And like you said, then when you're not smiling, you still look like you are.
That's exactly my point.
I love it.
People are always confused where to put blush on. So like our last caller, they avoid it. They're afraid it's going to look too bold. We are award-winning in our blushers for a reason. She's actually wearing cream. The difference with Baked and why Baked is better is it clings to the skin. It has more adherence than traditional powders because they start their lives as creams. So it's clinging to her skin. She needs to use less of it. It lasts longer throughout the day. And then I always like to take, Carolyn, what's left on the brush and just bring it across the shadows so that your shadows look blended into the skin the way your blush does.
I love that.
And you don't look like you have shadow, blush, lip, which P.S. she's wearing that beautiful Kiss lipstick. To me, this is youth in a compact, in a terracotta compact.
And it complements the Today Special Value beautifully. Yes, you need a blush. This goes with the Today Special Value. Over 2,000 of these have been sold today. This was on earlier. It's very, very popular. And it is the Customer Choice Beauty Award winner for the last 2 years for Best Blush. Now, there's a lot of competition in our beauty category. This is the one that you guys chose as your very favorite blush. And again, you get the brush for $1 because normally it's $46 for the 2 pieces. Here, it's just $32. It's $31 for the blush. It's another $1 for the brush, which is crazy. You know, I just love that we include your brushes, Laura, because they're very good brushes and they're expensive.
We use the biggest, largest, most famous brush manufacturer in the country to do our brushes. They are Luxe, but they do the work for you. So if you're not necessarily sure how to apply makeup, the minute you take our product plus the brush, it's the 1-2 game changer. Look at Thea. Now, Thea the Balance and Brighten. She wears my color. She has a little more sallowness to her skin. Look how you see cheekbone. Look how you see
she looks
youth.
incredible.
When we're tired, when you wake up and you're just like, what am I going to do to get out of bed and look a little bit brighter, a little bit poppier, a little poppier, that's a good name. That's a combination of pop and happy. You put a soft pink on, most requested blush we have, not just for porcelain,
gorgeous,
but all the way to deep complexion.
And the brush.
And so again, as I show you, when I'm putting this on with my finger.
Wait, I'm sorry. Here's
Okay.
Laura.
So when you see this, here's what you're seeing. Craftsmen that take color pigments, mix them together,
Right.
and then when you take your brush, you can see these go all the way to the base,
Right.
all the way to the
So you don't have to
terracotta
worry if
tile.
I swirl my brush in that, is it going to mess up all the colors and they're all going to become a big blur? No, you're still going to get all of the various pigments that were meant to blend together into this every time you apply it, because they go all the way through to the bottom of the compact.
That's right. That's
Lovely.
right.
And so natural looking and youthful. Oh my gosh.
So funny, because when we launched Pink Buttercream, we couldn't keep it in stock. People were asking why it wasn't available. This was probably the most challenging because the Pink Buttercream actually contains bronze, pink, rose, and champagne. And what does that do for your skin? It actually is dimensional. So it doesn't look like a block of color when
Right.
you see it on your skin.
Because then it looks like something you applied and it didn't blend. And when you have these various colors swirled together, it looks natural on everybody. So we don't have a shade choice here.
No, this
because
works
this
on all
is
skin
perfect
tones.
for all skin tones, and it customizes to your face. And the brush, can I just brag on this again?
Yes.
This brush for $1, are you kidding me? I mean, seriously? Look, this is that brush, that unique way that Laura has of storing the brushes. You can make it big, you can make it for stippling, smaller, and then when you store it, you just roll it all the way in and put the lid on so it never gets crunchy and icky in your makeup bag.
We like to tell people to load up their brush with their complexion products,
Right.
whether it's the Balance or the blush.
And keep it in there.
And carry that with you.
Instead of the whole thing.
Correct.
Well, over 3,000 of these now ordered today. We're very busy on the line.